Hello, welcome to Invictus Motors. My name is Bashir Zahir. We've got a Freelander here today. This was a trade-in against a Porsche Macan, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about this Freelander and perhaps whether you should consider buying it. Under the bonnet, this has the TD4 4-cylinder 2.2 litre engine, which produces 160 brake horsepower and 300 foot-pound of torque. Let's get into the juicy bits on this Freelander. Spec-wise, this is finished in a very desirable colour, which is one of my favourites, exactly called the Stono Grey metallic paint colour, complemented with the 18-inch Style 1 alloys. This car is all about the fantastic spec it has, on top of the fact that this is essentially almost like a brand new car but on a 2009 plate, because from new it's got two owners, and the current owner that traded it into us for a Porsche had actually owned it from approximately 2014. On the outside, it's in pretty much pristine condition, as Andy will illustrate through his phenomenal B-rolls. Andy, our cameraman. But what we're going to do is jump right into this Freelander and show you a little bit of the inside and what you could expect for essentially £8,000 on a car like this. So right from the get-go, as you walk into it, you're complimented by this beautiful Napoli perforated leather, really high-end stuff. And you find also this walnut-like display that is finished here at the front. Again, looks amazing, looks the part. You've got the Alpine sound system, you've got the multifunctional steering wheel, which is where you can connect your Bluetooth both for your music and telephone calls, pick up and drop calls. You've got cruise control, you've got front heated seats. This is the auto transmission, so they're extremely desirable. And one of my favorite things about this is, again, another extremely rare option, is the double pan roof. You've got the pan roof at the front, a pan roof at the back, and the one at the front actually slides all the way back. Well, as soon as you take a seat in here, what I love is this part here where you could rest your hands. It's very easy, convenient to drive one of these, and you've got fully electrical adjustable seats, so no manual adjustment required in any way, form or shape. Now let's get into the back. Is extremely spacious, and if you would like to provide a bit of an entertainment to your children, you can easily get them some headphones and they can tune into their own radio, etc. Again, extremely tidy at the back, exactly what you would expect of a car that's just essentially left a production line. Yes, it is now close to 13 years old, but guess what? It is in absolutely exemplary condition. There aren't any ribs, stone chips, which are a bit of an ISO. Nothing major, both interior, both cosmetic. Everything works exactly as intended or instructed by the factory. And now let's get into the boot. This is the extremely spacious boot. You've got your parcel shelf cover. And you've got, if you're a person that is in a bit of outdoor activity and you like to hike, and you've got your dirty boots, you've got this leather cover, which is very easy to clean. And underneath this, you've got a full spare wheel. The current owner that had this from 2014 was somebody that took a lot of pride and care into maintaining their Freelander. So essentially, when it last went through an MOT, they were advised on having the front two tires, which were done, and the brake pads and the discs, which were also done. He's now essentially serviced every single year. And let me get the service history and the paperwork out to illustrate all of the servicing work that is required on a car like this, which you potentially wouldn't find on any other Freelander currently advertised in the UK market. Apologies, a slight correction. The current owner, Mr. John Meakin, had actually, as a matter of fact, owned it from October 2015. That is still close to 7 years. You know a car's been serviced well when you run out of service stamps. This is the first service book, and I'll just get it up to illustrate all of the service stamps. So essentially, all of the servicing ever required: 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And he's now actually ran out of space, and we're now going over to the second service book. As you can see, it's gone in again at 76,000 miles in 2021. and then in 2022 at 80,143 miles, it's gone in one more time for another service. So essentially this is ready to go and be enjoyed by the next owner. And I've got a bit of interesting paperwork here because these are absolute key essential items on something like this. Number one, that being you've got to replace your timing belt and tensioner kit. That's been done. Your water pump's been done, and obviously replace your antifreeze to strength. Make sure your oil filter is also done, and you know, essentially you're looking at a bill of about £640, which is a fair bit of money considering the value of the vehicle. Now, it's also had a major service carried out. This was in 2021 on the 2nd of March, including the fact the brake fluids were done, the oil filter, the air filter, and the cabin filter. So all filters changed. And also something that is an absolute must on these is to make sure that your gearbox oil has been replaced and to have your rear diff upgraded, because that's a bit of a common issue on this, and that was done in August. That was done in August 2017. So it's essential key items, and obviously it's had the front two tires that I've talked about. That's also been done. So if you are looking for a car with a lot of paperwork, a car that's been immaculately maintained, a car essentially that you wouldn't have to spend any money, here is one. I've driven it myself, and it's probably been one of these Freelanders that I've been extremely happy with, and one that I wouldn't, you know, bat an eyelid if I needed to give it to my wife or to a family member. So if you'd like something like this, we would be more than happy to deliver it to your house at a cost, or if you'd like to come and view it at the dealership, you're more than welcome to. Thank you for watching the video. As a matter of fact, all of our earnings from the 2 YouTube channels gets donated to charity, so thank you once again for contributing towards a good cause. See you in the next review.